What's the deal, y'all? We're back for another beautiful episode. You already know, Made Revenue on air, and we're here with Lil Rheuk.
Yep.
Yo,
what's good?
Good to
Akeem,
have
right?
you. Yes, of course. Good to have you on the episode.
Love
I
that
know
name.
it's just so much for us to discuss and talk about because you're a Las
Yes.
Vegas native, right? Or did you
Yeah.
just okay? Tell us a little bit about
fell out
yourself
of
and where you
A
from.
coconut tree. I'm just kidding. No, I'm from Cali.
That's a lot of us,
Born in
though.
Cali. Right, huh?
Okay,
Well,
I'm
if you
from
want to
Cali
know the
too.
real
Yeah.
story, Adam and Eve, I popped out of the earth.
Oh,
No, I'm just
really?
kidding. No, I'm not that Adam. But I'm just saying that because of my glasses.
Yeah. So, what are you a religious person, or what do you believe in?
I believe in God, spirituality.
Spirituality. Okay.
I go into like Jewish mysticism,
Okay. Explain that to me, because that's
Islamic
actually
mysticism,
okay.
Christianity,
Okay.
like Kabbalah. I'm in Kabbalah. I don't even know if I
Not
ever said
Kamala,
that.
but Kabbalah.
Not Kamala. Lama. No, not Kamala.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about that, because I know Christianity, I know Buddhism, I know Islam, but I don't study the religion. I know my family is Christians for a while, and then
Everybody's
they
a
started saying
Christian.
they were not Christian. What's the other way of saying it?
Catholic.
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 Yeah.
I like
so
the
how
Catholic.
does that work? Do you know a little bit about it? About religion and everything like that?
Yeah, but I don't like the dogma.
The
like
dogma?
the rules. I like to believe in God. I think
Okay.
God's for everyone.
Of course,
I think despite where you're from, you know, like I think it all coexisted in Israel and all the tribes, and I believe, though, I am like a mystic Christian, I want to say, because Jesus did teach the Kabbalah.
Yeah. So and you know what? I feel like a lot of people like to separate the spirituality from the religious belief. You know, which is, I don't believe it's two separate things, because your spirituality, like people who believe in the earth and the universe and vibrations and I think all that comes with prayer, power
It
of
does.
believing in
Yes, it
God.
does.
You know,
Yeah.
and all that. You know, so the fact that they like to separate the two is like, to me, I feel like they shouldn't, and that's why I believe in God. I don't have a direct religion that I like go to, but I do believe in God. I pray every night, when I can. I do forget sometimes, but straight up, I don't think I would be as far as I am in life if I didn't have my belief in my faith 100%.
Amen.
Because there's so many times,
faith is everything. It's faith.
Yeah.
Faith and the truth is the air that we breathe.
Yeah.
I mean, we're breathing air. We're here right now. We see the trees in the sky,
Right.
and the animals and the creatures, like
right.
and
It's
we couldn't
like
have just popped out of
right.
nothing.
It's like everything is right in front of us, and we still be like not believing in like in the higher.
Even if if you don't believe in Jesus or prophets
there's
or
something
Muhammad
you gotta
or
believe in.
Moses, there's still somewhere we
Some
came
type of
from,
belief.
some kind of light,
And
some
you have
kind
to
of
understand and know that, because I remember when they went to the Big Bang Theory, the James Webb Telescope just proved that was wrong. If you
Really?
if you looked into that,
wow.
if you've seen that. So they took James Webb.
Sorry, scientists.
I know.
I'm just kidding. I love science.
But what I'm trying to get that at is like, you could have some information about something right now, but later on you always find out more information, and then it changes.
Yeah,
like, oh crap,
it keeps going.
Like, for example, someone once said, like, we would have never understood space and time unless somebody went up there, because back in the days they were always looking up and like, oh my God, and like when the rain started falling, they're like, oh, it's a curse.
No, right.
Because they didn't understand. They didn't know better back then, So it's just
they
so
didn't even
much.
know what to do.
Yeah, like when people start getting sick, and I remember someone said like, back then people would foam out the mouth, but now that we know that it's a seizure, and like, they would think like it's a curse. Like we have to pray
we don't
over
even think about all that.
Yeah, we don't think about stuff.
We
like
don't think
that.
about the snake, and the apple,
and the Eve, and what it really meant.
Yeah, it's deep. It goes deep.
It's deep, man. It's deep, but
it's real though. Those
real.
people were real. I mean,
it's real.
I believe Moses brought the slaves. He got them out of the Babylonian system.
Yeah, of course. That's real. That's real
and
history.
they found
real
those
story.
bones. Anthropologists or Indiana Jones people.
Right.
They found like bones of the Babylonians.
Yeah.
And they made it to the Holy Land.
So true. Like people wouldn't believe about, in those stories, but they believe that they're finding dinosaur bones, these giant freaking bones. They're like, dinosaurs are real,
it might
but
not even be
Moses
dinosaurs.
is not real.
It might be like, I was reading this book.
Uh-huh.
I don't even know if I should mention the book.
Go ahead, mention
it's
it.
like,
What is
I
it?
think the book of Equinox.
Oh,
some crazy book.
Damn, what's the book called? It's not Equinox. I think it's like Book of Enoch.
Enoch.
Oh my
God,
Equinox.
The book of what is Equinox?
Equinox.
That's
That
out. The book of Enoch.
No, we gonna keep that. That was funny.
What is Equinox?
That's funny. But yeah, the Book of Enoch.
I'm trying to say Orthodox and Equinox.
Nah, for
Equinox,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah, so the Book of Enoch is a very interesting book because, like, and speaking of book,
was it banned?
Yeah. So they took it out the Bible. They took it out the Bible because of the stories that it told in there. It's just like control. Once somebody wants control over something, they take something out and they leave what they want in there. So you can read what we want you to read, and you're gonna know the information that we want you to know. But you're not gonna figure out anything else.
That's why I believe in mysticism. Deep into the Bible.
Yeah. So and that's what I always like. That's what I do. I like to find like for example. I know we didn't want to talk about politics, but for example. For example,
day after election
congratulations, right, to the winner. But for example, it's like I don't just pick a side. People don't just throw in front of me what they want to throw in front of me, and I just be like, oh, I got to do this because I have to, because people are telling me to do it. I like to look real deep into the situation and what is really going on behind this side. Like, what are they really doing?
Politics, we don't know. Period.
And we don't.
I mean,
we don't know what the hell is really going.
Race, we just a bunch of rats running
the
around
crumbs.
trying to get the cheese.
Right. They're up here.
They're up there looking
they playing
at us.
with everyone.
Yeah, they're all rich.
They
don't. They're all rich.
They're all rich. That's just what it is. They're all rich. They're all successful. They all have power. We're at the bottom trying to figure it out. You know. So, and that's what I encourage people. Like figure out what you could figure out.
Right.
Get in there and learn what you could learn.
Another thing about God is. It goes beyond politics. Like,
oh, for sure.
Now I sound like Kamala.
Yeah. There's some things when it comes to God and you believe in religion that it will always overpower like certain situations.
They can't.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's some stuff that happens. Like for example, when Donald Trump got shot, I know a lot of people don't believe it.
About that.
Yeah, I know, right?
Can you believe all that stuff real quick.
Yeah, and there's people that died from the bullets, and people still don't believe it.
And and all that stuff when he brought in all those people to get killed. Get killed. They all ran up at the White House.
Oh yeah, that was
people got
in
2016
shot
and trying to break in there. I don't know, but that was some crazy
something
shit.
Like that. But I guess he's about to free all them.
And all the felony charges just dropped. I don't know. It's just weird how the world, in a blink of an eye, a blink of an eye.
So it's very interesting.
We have ourselves, and we are God. I believe we are made through Him, so He can see Himself.
And that's understandable because it says in the Bible that that we are made in His image. So that has to tell you something right there.
We are.
Like our reflection.
We make our own reality. We have the power, despite the big. Politicians, you know what I mean?
So true. And that's so important because, everybody's like wilding out and they're like, what are we going to do? And oh my God, we about to do exactly what you were doing yesterday, the day before yesterday. Just keep doing it. Just look at the changes. You have to either get with the changes or like just try to maneuver around it. If it's, for example, like I just told you a little bit about my situation,
right?
But guess what? Right. I'm not gonna let that bring me. Excuse my language. I'm not gonna let it bring me down. I'm gonna keep going forward.
Interesting,
right?
I mean, like. Where's your cash card in your housing? That's what I thought. You're not a migrant.
Not for real.
Or whatever they were saying.
But see,
and steal all the votes.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's the thing. So it's
you never know what's real.
You never know.
You never know.
And you know what though? I feel like they lost the way they did because of that situation right there. Because people was like, all right, like this is our country. I put it like this, and we're not going to talk about politics so much.
But it's what it is.
I put it like this. Imagine somebody trying to force themselves into your house, and you're like, no, get out. Like, I don't want you here. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're like, well, we're here, and he better not win in our, like stuff like that.
Hypocrisy.
So
it's totally... And I hate picking a side too.
Yeah, of course.
Like, I'm sure a lot of people out there with this election was like, I don't know, like, what the fuck? Because Kamala, you know, she's cool.
Yeah, but not cool enough to be no president. Like I'm gonna be real.
Yeah.
All right. So, for example, right?
She doesn't have like a resume like
that tells me
all
president.
She did was put people in jail.
That's what a lot of people say.
What?
And you know what though? I know there's a lot of things she could have done for people like me. And I'm not talking about people like me, like people of color. I'm talking about I'm a migrant.
Why don't they?
I'm from Central America. I'm Belizean.
They said they was gonna do
you get me?
So, years ago.
Right.
With Obama.
So right, you know, so me, if I was to
no matter
vote
who you vote for, we're screwed.
If I was to vote, it would have to been a selfish vote on my end because I would have to vote for whoever can help me out. You get me?
Right.
But if I truly wanted, if I was a citizen,
good about both of them.
Yeah.
To be honest,
so if I really wanted to vote and I really want to say like, okay, the person I really would stand behind, it probably would have been Donald Trump for specific reasons. A lot of
people say that.
Yeah, for specific reasons. For one, I see him as a.
That's why everybody went. We don't want to get World War III.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I want a president who's going to stand on business.
Yeah,
I want a president who's not walking around lost. You know
if you think about it, though, we got stimulus checks.
Yeah.
It was booming when he was the president.
Well, see, even that. Like, see me, I'm not going to lie, I'm different. I don't look at stuff like that. I really look really look at the bigger picture. I really look at this man really stand on the business that he says. He's a businessman, for one.
True.
I'm a businessman. True. I got to respect that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? He's for his people working hard, his people creating stuff, his country become a solid country, a country that could walk into a war and walk out that mud with a, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's for his people being better. He's for a real, you know, I feel like
but
it was
I
just
still
a lot.
don't agree with everything.
I don't agree.
Him.
I do not 100%. I do not agree.
Sometimes,
yeah. He be tripping.
And they go too left.
He be.
There's nothing in the middle.
I would say right here that motherfucker.
We need a new democracy. That's what we need.
But who could we have vote?
I mean,
know. Like, who else was gonna be?
I don't know how 2020. What's the next election?
Shoot. Wait, what are we in? 2028? Yeah. Oh, that's when robots.
Did I say that right?
Yeah, 2028, because that's when robots gonna start walking around. Speaking of
Elon
robots, you see what
Musk.
Elon. And
I feel like him right now.
Donald Trump's
on one of those shows he does.
Elon.
You know how he be on these shows?
Oh yeah.
He'd be like, make sure your cheese melts. Your cheese isn't melting, or I got laser beams.
I tell you what though, I love Elon. One thing I love,
cool,
you know what I love about
he
Elon?
is.
I love his brain.
I thought he was gonna be for the Democrats. That's what I was.
Wait,
why?
Why do you think? Why do you think that?
I thought Tesla was Democrats. Yeah, because it was like natural, saving the world.
Oh,
isn't it like natural energy?
Yeah, that's true. But no,
like
I think
gas
Donald. No, I think Donald support that. Yeah, I think Donald support that. It's funny, right? Because I think a lot of Democrats didn't support what he was doing. It's so,
I feel bad for the new generation.
It's gonna be so lost.
The kids.
yeah. But
who knows? We just gotta pray. That's it. It's
just
God.
Gotta pray, like
it's
you
God,
said.
It's angels. It's the world.
You know,
and we're here.
Prayer will get you a long way. You know, and I feel like just like we said earlier, just keep believing in yourself. Keep doing what you're doing for yourself.
Absolutely.
Hey, today is today. Yesterday happened yesterday, but hey, the day before yesterday, your life was still going on. Tomorrow, your life is still gonna be going on. The next day, just have to figure it out. Yeah, you just gotta keep going, man. Life is short. One thing we're guaranteed in this world is we're gonna pay taxes and we're gonna die.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we're just like a number.
Right.
To the banking system. Oh my God, let's not go that far.
But look, speaking about, this is what I was trying to say earlier about books. I know we said something about the Book of Enoch, but speaking about books, my book is officially out yesterday.
Really?
Yesterday. Yeah. So that's there's a brighter day after the storm. This book right here is solely about my life at 17. This is something that I went through.
Can I get a copy today?
Yeah. So today, this is the only copy I got, and it's actually the proofread, so it's not the original version.
I'm gonna have to read it.
So the original version is out on Amazon now.
That's not the original version.
No. All right. So this is a proofread. So the proofread is so like everything that was wrong, well, not wrong, but so I could read it over, correct my mistakes. Like this, for example, stuff like this. Yeah. Okay. So it's up now. The
Are you
spinal
your own
isn't
publisher?
there. Yeah. So it's actually published through Amazon. Yeah, so Amazon, and then I wrote it.
That's hard to
I went
do,
over it. Yeah, it is. And I'm not gonna lie, I did see like about 3 mistakes in there, and then sentences that kind of like but
at least it was just 3.
Yeah,
if I wrote a book, it would be like.
but the story
I'll
behind
keep going
it,
on and on and on. It would be like 500 pages.
Yeah.
How do you fit it all in one book?
So this is actually a book of 74 pages, and
it's
it's book 1. Yeah. So exactly.
You know what I mean?
So for my first book, I wanted people to not be like, damn, how long is it gonna take me to read this? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And as you can see,
hard.
like,
If it's about you.
Yeah. So as you can see, it's not like small little words.
That is my kind of book.
Yeah. To where people is gonna be like, oh my gosh, like how long is it gonna take? It's called There's a Brighter Day After the Storm. So this is a book about what happened to me at 17 years old when I went to the mental institution, and and I was there for a while. But it's about the experience that I was going through and what I was experiencing, and who I thought I was, who I wasn't, it's so deep, really. It's so deep. So as a matter of fact,
so you went to a mental institution when you were 17.
Just, like for this part example, is all fixed on the original version. So this is moved up, this is bigger, this is smaller, this is here. Yeah. So
it's like a rough draft.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. But everything in here is what's gonna be in the book.
Well, I'm gonna order it on Amazon.
So it's on Amazon. And then even just briefly looking at the back right there, the words that you could see, it should probably tell you a little bit or give you a little idea.
Don't you love it though? Like smelling a book,
the new book smell,
like your pictures on it, like your barcode.
Yeah. So all that is obviously So. Yeah, so not and not.
Can you give me a little detail? Now I'm interviewing you.
Yeah, I know, right?
What? I don't want to give up the book.
No. It's out.
17
so
in a mental institution, and it's a true story.
It's a true story. Yeah, it's a true story. So,
can you say like
yeah. So just so you guys could get a brief understanding of what it is, I went. All right, so at 17 years old, and this is in the book, I started like acting. All right, so my family noticed that. I really don't want to get too much deep. All right, so briefly,
you gotta tell me.
All right, so just briefly, just explaining a little because I know the details is in there, and this isn't even a full story. This is just what was happening in those moments. So this is book 1. Book 2 is gonna give the full details of every, like in chapter 1 in book 2 is gonna give who was there, was there, what they saw on the outside, what I was feeling on the inside, their reaction to what I was going on, and stuff like that. So basically, this book 1 right here is just explaining like the details of when it started, how it started,
what was going on.
Yeah, what was going on pretty much.
It?
So basically, I was going through a mental breakdown. So like my brother had passed away, and this is just briefly explaining how it started and everything. So my brother passed away at 17. At 16, exactly when I went, right? So he passed away at 17, so I was 16 at the time. And then a year later, on his death day, I went like, and my mom told me this, like that happened to you on your brother's death day, and I was like, damn, that's crazy. So I was I smoked. I remember I smoked a little bit of piece of joint with my homies outside, and my cousin at the time rested.
At 17?
Yeah. So no, I was smoking before that.
Oh,
yeah. So I smoked. So I smoked, and then like, and I'm just like drifting over it. But that night, I start like seeing my dead brother, and then and I was like, what? And this really happened to me. Like, I swear to God.
Like you seen.
His face, I was looking.
Him alive?
Yeah, like I looked in the mirror and like it wasn't me. It was like and I was like, what the? And because it was with me mentally, but it's a lot that led up to this moment. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving you this moment when it actually happened. And then and it says it in the book. So and then I'm like I start crying. I told my auntie like, oh, my brother is trying to get me. He's like, what are you talking about? I was like, yeah, I just saw him. He's trying to take me with him.
Away?
He passed away with he had a kidney disease that ran in my family. So he didn't get the right attention that he was supposed to get, and he was back in Belize and everything like that, and he passed away. I didn't get over that. I didn't grieve enough. I believe that I held that in.
You were in shock.
Yeah, for so long. And then a year later, I remember like a pigeon flew in our house and landed directly on my bed. And if you're a spiritual person, then you understand like birds bring either bad luck or death, you know. And then even like back then, my family, well, not family, but the people that was around us, like, so I'm Belizean. If you know anything about Haitians, Belizeans, and like they're very superstitious, and like people who like
very superstitious.
And then there's like magic involved, dark magic and stuff. Certain people, they practice that stuff, you know.
Especially in Haiti.
Yeah. So you know, so we believe like, well, what we believe was it was someone around us that was doing it, and then it affected our
Someone
household.
was doing like voodoo on you?
Yeah. No, not on, maybe not on me,
like,
but maybe
what is it,
people
Santeria?
around us. Yeah, like how you call it, dark magic, or I know, right?
Black magic.
Magic. Yeah. So but I'm young at the time.
That.
Yeah, I'm young at the time. So you know, like I don't believe in that stuff at the time. You know, I'm like I don't know what's going on. Yeah. I'm like, what the hell's going on with me? So the day that it really happened, I remember like I just like snapped and I went crazy, and I'm like he's trying to get me, and like then I ran out.
How'd you think he was trying to get you? Like
he
in
was
a bad way.
Like
he was mad
think
at
about
you,
it. You're seeing a dead person.
But
your mind ain't functioning correctly. You don't know what you're saying. You don't know what you're seeing, but you could only say it from your experience,
right.
You know, what you're experiencing. You get what I'm saying? And then I remember just running out the house and like knocking on my homie's door because my this interview just turned into
no,
but briefly,
really cool.
right? So I went over there. I know, of course. Yeah. So I went over there, knocked on my homie's door, and my cousin was there. They was like, what the like they thought I was like on some drugs or something. I never did drugs in my life. I'm not gonna lie. I smoked weed. I used to drink, and that night I only like smoked a little bit of weed. So I went over there, knocked on the door, and I grabbed my cousin. I was like, "Come on, I need you." I don't know why. I just felt like I needed him to come with me. He pulled away, and I was like, "Come on." Then he wouldn't come. I ran back to my auntie house. They took me in a car. They was driving me to my mom's house. I'm like, why y'all driving me to my mom's house? Take me to the hospital, you know. And instead of her taking me to the hospital, like I turned around, right? My cousins was in the back seat, and I looked at them. They looked like demons trying to get me, and I was like, what the hell? So eventually,
you don't think it was the weed? You think it was?
It wasn't.
I mean,
and I'll tell you why. And I tell you, I tell you in the book why it wasn't the weed, you know. But I'm not gonna tell you. I'll tell you in the book. Yeah, I tell you in the book. And then I remember us coming to a stop sign, and I jumped out the car window, and I just ran.
Is this in Belize?
No, this is out here, in California. Yeah, remember this happened at 17.
Right, right.
And then I ran to a cop car, and he already had his windows down and everything because he seen me coming in his reflection, and he pointed a big freaking gun to my face, a 9mm.
What?
Yeah,
for what?
Because I'm a crazy man jumping out of a car window. He already seen me running up to his car, like about to rob him. Maybe you never know, you know. So he didn't shoot though. He like,
better not have. I mean,
hey,
thank God he didn't shoot.
Right, thank God.
He could have.
So the story he told my auntie at that point, he was like, yeah, I seen him coming in my reflection. I was ready to shoot because I didn't know what he was on. But when I looked into his eyes, I saw that something was wrong with him. That's what he told my auntie, and then I sat there on the bench, and I'm just going through it, and I'm like, I'm alive, I'm not dead, I'm not dead.
Was it when you went to the, and then you went to the
mental so then this the first night it happened. I went to Centinela Hospital.
So it kept happening.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This was going on for like a whole year. For a whole year, I thought I was dead for a whole year.
And what did you get a diagnosis?
Yeah.
Did they help you?
The first hospital I went to was Centinela Hospital, and they was like, we don't know what's wrong with him. It's not enough weed in his system to trigger any psych. You know, they was like, what happened? Yeah, like trauma, this is just random. Yeah. They was like, we can't help him. There's nothing we could do for him. Take him here, and that's when they took me to Delamo, the mental institution hospital. You know, in Torrance. You know, and then after that, man, everything started happening. You know. But it's such an interesting book.
Don't tell me they tortured you in the mental institution.
It was hell. It was hell. I'm not gonna say they tortured me, but the hell that I was.
Therapy?
Well, that was the first night when they had to put the on my shit.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Yeah, the first night I went boom boom, and I was like. It was crazy. You know what when they say in the movie like run away from the light. That shit is so
like
real.
Poltergeist?
Yeah. And I was like, so the light that was
that's why I don't watch scary movies.
The light that was in my face
anymore.
The light that was in my face was the flashlight from the cop. And like, you know how
going through.
Yeah, if I would have looked straight into that light and like didn't move my eyes, that's how they know I was gone. But
were, like,
I kept moving. Yeah. I was dying, and I knew I was dying.
Did
I
they
remember
diagnose you?
I really don't know.
You?
They cured me, I would say, but I eventually cured myself. They had me on some strong. Yeah, they had me on some strong medication, and I eventually stopped taking it because it was making me see.
Okay, that's what I hear a lot.
Yeah, and I was like, because they kept asking me, "Are you seeing things?" I'm like, "Nah, not really."
Truly don't know.
But when they start giving it to me, I start seeing it. I'm like, damn, you know. So,
yeah, you gotta be careful. Like people take like antipsychotics, and Seroquel, and they like freak the out.
Yeah. So it was deep, man.
So,
I felt
mental health is no joke.
Yeah. And I know sometimes I'll be like, oh, like depression isn't real and stuff like that isn't real. Why? Because I feel like it's something. Yeah, you know. And I would think that because I've been through so much, and I'm like, to me, I don't make it real. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Why? Because like if you make it real, it takes over you. Like anything you make real in your life, it really, really takes over you and consumes your body. So that's me fighting depression. That's like telling myself it isn't real. It isn't real. It's not real, and it's not gonna be a part of my life.
And it never came back.
And it never came back, man. And
do you think that was a spiritual thing?
For sure.
Like, no, 100%. It wasn't like you were mental.
It wasn't mental at all.
It was like
look at me, brother.
No spiritual doctor.
Do I sound and look like a mental man?
No.
You know what I'm saying? It was so spiritual that they literally had to have a priest come out and fly out. Yeah, they paid him $5,000. Yeah, it was the exorcist. Yeah, man. Yes.
You had a priest up
in
there?
Priest, and the priest was like, "Whoa, I can't."
What? Were you possessed? Was it?
It was times where I was.
Maybe.
It was times where I be growling. There was times when I was in my head and I was just, I want to kill, and like I'll be like. They were like, "What did you say?" I'm like, "I didn't say anything."
So how'd you get out of it? You just got out.
Honestly, prayer, the power of prayer, brother. But look, when this really happened to me, you know the video that I watched before when it really flared up. This video is called "Power" by Kanye West. I don't know if you ever heard of that song and that video back then. Yeah, but it's called "Power."
So
and people were saying
before. I mean, Kanye West.
Yeah. So when I was going through it, but when it really flared up, I watched that video, and everybody used to be like, "Don't watch that video. It have demonic possession in it." I remember watching that. Yeah, I remember watching you. So you're gonna look it up tonight?
I'm gonna look it up, but I'm scared.
It's called "Power" by Kanye West. You know, but we're gonna take a.
But now it's all demonic.
Oh man!
Like if you look at all the videos, it's all like.
Yeah. But this book is so
scary.
Deep, you know, and it's a scary book. It's not scary, but it's a deep book that people are gonna be like, holy crap. But
it's scary because I mean,
it's
crazy.
Real. Yeah. So, all right, we're back with Lil Rheuk. You know, had to take a quick, nice little break. You know, but wow, what an interesting conversation! What an interesting podcast! What an interesting episode we are having so far!
An interesting book that everybody should
get.
Right. It's a true story.
Yeah, right.
It's like what a lot of people go through.
Yeah, 100%. You know, so my book is officially out. It dropped yesterday, in the middle of the election, but it's officially out on Amazon. It's called "There's a Brighter Day After the Storm," based on a true story. As you can see, I'm not making anything up. I tell the story the same way. I don't have to read from my book to tell this story. You know,
I feel like I want to write a song about it. Can I?
Yeah, of course.
There's a brighter day after the storm.
But look, it depends though. You gotta read. You gotta read the book, then write. I gotta read the book about it. Yeah. So you know, so enough about me, my book, politics, and everything. Tell the world who
you're a Virgo.
Are.
Everything is in your mind.
Everything
Virgo
revolves around us, huh?
Right. I mean, we are like the best.
The life of the world. That's what they need to understand.
We're like Beyonce. Don't say that because we don't know what she's doing.
We don't know what Beyonce doing.
I love Beyonce.
Wait. Speaking of Beyonce, I remember when she was pregnant and she went on the TV show.
Let's not say anything that's gonna get us killed.
Beyonce
gonna kill us.
No. I'm just saying. Was this real? When her stomach, like, she was pregnant, but she sat down and the stomach went it went flat. Was that on Oprah show? That was on the Wendy Williams show, I think.
You know what? I'm
deep.
still getting over the fact that I seen this whole thing on the internet of Michelle Obama, that she's a man.
Oh yeah,
and they were able to give her a baby.
But that
being a man,
it's bull. It's bull. I don't believe it.
I said, what?
Well, see, that's the thing with people. They like to make for example, like right, they
days.
were saying Obama. I know that's true, but. Nah, I don't think Michelle Obama.
A man.
She's not a man. Even though, you know who Candace Owens is, right? You know.
Yeah, actually. Well,
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna say Candace. I like her.
I love Candace,
but she's pretty.
I don't agree with everything she says.
Yeah, sometimes
I don't agree with everything. I promise you, I don't.
It's like some things like about Madonna being old. Yeah, she should act her age. Yeah, oh, come on, give Madonna a break.
Right? Nah, for real. See, the thing is with Candace, she wants everybody to act like her, be like her, look like her, sound like her. That's not how the world go, baby.
And that's why I can't pick a side.
Yeah.
I'm conservative but liberal. Yeah. Where do I go?
We're stuck in the middle. It's like good and bad. You in limbo. You in the middle. Yeah, you gotta
have to have that structure.
And it's not like you gotta pick a side. It's just so hard because both sides are so bad. Like let's be real. Let's be real. If we're being real, no side is perfect. But if what I think is perfect is a person who's in the middle saying like y'all both are horrible. You know, so I'm just here.
Yeah, the bigger picture. Like, right. Y'all suck. You know, I'm not gonna get eaten by the cat in this rat race.
Right. But speaking of Candace, like I love her. I love what she stands for. I love that she's for she's basically trying to tell people like look at the bigger picture, like we just said, before you just jump to conclusion. A lot of people were saying like she hated black people.
Well, I was just gonna say that.
She hated her
like,
people,
I'm not black, I'm American.
She's like, no, like I'm trying to help y'all. I'm trying to save y'all. Yeah.
You know how many of my gangster friends say I'm not black?
Oh yeah,
I'm American.
And it's the most ignorant.
Well, I don't like that either.
It's ignorant. It's stupid. You know.
Why can't we just say we all bleed the same?
Yeah, and then you know it's funny because even when people find out I'm bleeding, they be like, "Oh, you're not even black."
What?
Yeah. Oh, you ain't even black, huh? Nah, just to the system and everything.
So you're a black Belizean,
right? You know, they be like, "Oh, you're not even black. You Belizean." I'm like, it's ignorant.
Right.
To me. We know what separates. All right, we all know.
Or like you're not white, you're Italian.
Yeah. Pretty much. You know.
Or some people be like, I'm not black, I'm brown, I'm bronze.
Yeah, you know. So
fluorescent light. Right. Like okay, let's just say we're all but we all bleed the same flesh and blood.
But when it comes down to it, man, like we said, we're all human beings. We all have feelings. We all have emotion. We all going through the same. Literally, you can't find another person. I mean, well, there's people that's experiencing life different from we are, but majority of us, we're going through the same. Man,
yes, we are.
We're sitting here struggling. Majority of us, we're sitting here trying to make ends meet. We're sitting here trying to figure out who to vote for. We're sitting here trying to make sure tomorrow ain't like
life
you know,
in general. Make sure there's butter on the table.
Yeah,
I mean, make sure
surviving.
that
we're
experiencing
surviving this life, man. Living this life, you know. So
yep, and thank God we know that because there's a lot of people that don't. I don't know. They. I don't know. There needs to be people like us. I'm not saying, oh, we're the shit. Everybody be like that. But I'm saying, like, you know, to get through the darkness.
Yeah. Like they have to be more open minded with certain situations. I feel like you got to think things through. Don't just accept things for what it is. Like really, like get into the details. You know.
But you know, a lot of people don't do that.
They don't.
And it's like. They don't. A lot of people just don't care.
Yeah. They don't even care to figure it out. They don't care to do it. They don't
care about nothing.
Like, even when it comes down to this election, a lot of people just voted just because they wanted to see somebody win over the other. A lot of people didn't even vote. They don't care. You know?
Yeah, or they care too much.
Yeah. You know? So,
like, radical, or they're like, who cares?
Right.
So, it's all about balance. That's what it is. It's balance. You gotta, because, you know, it goes up and down, high and low, and we just gotta know that is. It's a roller coaster. It's life.
That is life, because without no evil, without no good in this world, without that perfect balance, this world would not exist. And let me tell you why. Imagine living in a world where everything is just perfect.
Right.
What is there to do? Everything is perfect. We don't have to pay rent. We don't have to eat because we're perfect. We don't have to survive. We don't have to. Everything is perfect. Okay, we're in heaven. Yeah. Imagine a world where everything is just bad. Now we're in hell. Nobody's gonna survive. This world would have been blew up, right? Just imagine, right?
There is still hope.
There's still light and hope in this world, and we need that. Why? Because if this world was all bad and evil, like they say it is, we would have all been dead already.
Yeah.
Why? Yes, because we would have all killed each other. We would walk outside every day, hate each other, and just destroy.
And we do.
Each other.
We do. There's people doing that right now.
But some of us, we walk outside.
People like us that have a dream, that have a voice, that want to preach.
And we realize, like, I'm not finna my life up because of y'all.
Right.
Because you can't get your together. I'm not gonna
let the devil win.
Right.
Let the evil take your soul.
Yeah. So that's
because once you give up your soul, you can't ask for it back.
You can't.
So
that's funny because I say something about that
in the light.
Book,
Do you?
Yeah. It's actually a chapter in my book where I felt like they tried to get me to sell my soul, and it's a lot, man. There's a lot.
So much in this world. Yeah. Like my brain explodes every day.
Yeah.
And people are like, "What the hell? Just shut up."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Wait, but I want to find out
this
and do this."
Yeah, you have a lot to say, a lot to do. You have a lot
to learn. There's so much.
Right. On a daily basis.
So much to do.
But you know what? I know we spoke for damn near over half an hour now about everything else except for you. Tell us about yourself. Yeah, tell us about yourself. Tell us about what you do.
That's the Virgo in you.
That's the Virgo.
Now I got to talk all about me. I'm just kidding.
Of course. So let the world know. Cool. Let them know where to find your music. Let them know what you do. Let them know who you are. What's your name? Where you come from? What city we in? Yeah. Let's go, baby. I'm ready to talk about it.
What was the first question? Wait, what city am I in? I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada.
We just want to know who you are, what you do, or more about you, your music. Who am I?
Who am I? Let's start by that question.
Yeah.
I am an artist.
Okay.
A singer, a songwriter, anthropologist, freedom fighter. Mm-hmm. What else?
I don't know.
I'm so much. I'm light. I want to repair the world. I want to help people with my music, and I want to. What do I want to do? Oh my God! You see, now you put me on the spot. I don't know who I am.
So that's a good question, right? You're light. You're light of the world, right?
And you know what? Sometimes dark because I've went through the darkness.
Because that's the balance.
Yeah,
and that is fine.
Wrote about it
because nobody's perfect.
Like the book. Yeah. I mean, I wrote about it and sang about it and make people feel like they're not alone. And it makes you feel a lot better when you make music. And then I
really wish we can play some of your music because your music is so freaking good. But due to copyrights, obviously we not
right. Who knows?
Yeah. Have it, because it's gonna be part of the video that's gonna be muted. And then we have to take it down.
They really do that.
Mm-hmm. They did it with my last episode, and I had to so I
just wanted to do that.
It don't work like that.
That's like not, those people that be like.
Yeah, you need special. They be like,
oh, they don't do that, right? And they'd be like, it doesn't. They won't hear that.
They're gonna hear it, but you need a special type of mic, and then the special they be buying.
This is the mic.
No, they be buying all type of crap. Yeah, then their nails, and they be having stuff on their finger. But anyways,
you know how those people in the interviews go like. And then they come back like they glitch. I was tripping on that the other day. I'm like, are they glitching?
Do you want us to do that with
that? You think they fake it or they're really glitching?
I don't know.
You see the Cardi B where she's like,
oh, you talking about when they be
like this?
Wait. You talking about when she freaked out on the show and she was like.
Did she freak out on the show?
Yeah, I think she was in the middle of an interview talking and then she was like.
And there's so many entertainers like Eminem they got.
Yeah.
And they're like, doing weird, like they're.
I feel like I don't know. Honestly, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that is. I want to be like, oh, I feel like that's some type of spiritual entity or whatever type of. But honestly, I don't know. I don't know what the hell that
brainwashing
is.
Them,
yeah, something like that.
I don't know, but the internet is great, but I be on there. On the internet for hours, like all this conspiracies, and these stars and the Illuminati and all this stuff.
So and
I'm like, it freaks
stuff
me
like
out.
That, like, what do you think about
crazy.
it? Like, because you being a part of the industry and being an artist and everything like that, what do you feel about like stuff like that when you hear about the Illuminati and like like
about the Illuminati,
like you being a religious person, like stuff like that? Do you feel like you have like a lot of these people have to sell their soul? Do you feel like a lot of them sell their soul, or do you feel like I think
people in general can either sell their soul to the devil. No. I think like anybody like on the street. Like anybody can sell their soul.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to say devil. What I'm trying to say is like, and then even when I say selling your soul, selling their life away, meaning like they can't do certain stuff, they can't speak about certain stuff, they can't act a certain way. Yeah, control their narrative is controlled.
Write with blood. Sacrifice a cat.
Do you think that's what it is, or do you think it's just not. Like them signing the contract and then the big company is telling them you can't do this, you can't do that, you got to say this, you got to say that?
Yeah, I think they do that. Period. No matter if they're like the Illuminati or not, they want to control you. If you want to be, I'm in the hard industry because it's like, it's so good. It's so music saves my life. It saves everybody's life, but yet it's so bad, and it's sad how they treat artists and you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, for sure.
It's so good. Music is amazing, and it's fucked up by people that control people and use people in the industry, or like the P. Diddy stuff and all that scary Hollywood stuff. Like that's scary for and we're just trying to sing and make music.
Right. Yeah. And then you have people
so
like
good.
P. Diddy and them who's taking advantage of
they like I really hope all that stuff didn't happen to like
it happened.
I just say in my mind no, Justin Bieber.
You don't want to believe it,
it's
but
so sad.
It's there.
I mean, why would they?
Is there, and then even
that made me want to. Yeah, I don't want to say I wanted to give up, but I was like, what the hell?
For sure. It's a scary thing, And when you think about the industry, it's like, damn, do I really want to be a part of that? Do I really want to have to go through that?
When it's so good, like you're just trying to sing, but other people just they don't care about the music and the voice. They care about the money.
I don't think a lot of people have to go through that, though. I don't think a lot of people go through that because I feel like once you have your dignity and your soul, you see things like that, and you be like, bro, I'm not signing these contracts. I'm not doing this.
Yeah, they could have ran out of there.
Yeah.
And if I woke up, I would have I would have came back like
even with the contract.
I would have said this ain't going to court. You're not going to jail.
So recently
I'm
they
sorry,
came out.
Jesus, but I would have came in there with AK-47 if I woke up.
Right. I'm like, and we're all going out now. We all
15 people did a ritual on me. Oh, hell no, I would come back.
And that's the thing about
and
it.
Shoot them all. I'm sorry.
Right. That's what I was saying. I was like, you about to. And if they take me to jail, they take me to jail, So it's deep because they just came out with some more. They just came out with some more evidence, and then they found that he was actually, these people were signing contracts.
Oh my God, P. Diddy.
Yeah.
He's making me stop breathing. No, he is. I'm sure.
That's funny.
But they're evil, though.
Yeah, but what I was trying to say is like they literally just came out with some new evidence, and then they found out that these people that were at his party was signing contracts to be at his party. I'm like, what type of party is that? So
they agreed to it?
Yeah, they agreed. They signed consent that he can do this.
They let him out of jail because they agreed.
Yes, that's crazy. I'm like, who the hell signed it?
Maybe they did
just
agree.
To be at a P. Diddy party.
Yeah,
I'm like, is he giving away free money in that?
I just think it's crazy. So it's weird. It makes ridiculous. Me feel. It makes artists, like local artists who are coming up, artists who write positive music or escape and perform. And it's hard to get on stage and perform and sing and write music and promote yourself because there's a lot of hate, there's a lot of this and that, and bad things, drugs, bad people, the devil, and it's just so. It made it so much worse when that P. Diddy thing came out. Like, really? Like, that underground?
And then you know what, too, though? It's like, I don't even think it's just P. Diddy. I don't even think it's just P. Diddy. I think it's so much more of these guys.
It's the whole thing.
Like, this industry is just really, really sick. One thing my parents used to always tell me when I was younger, they was like, you want to be a part of that industry, it's going to cost you your soul and your ass.
It is.
That it is real. Like they used to tell me that. I'm like, terrible. It's not everybody that go there. They gotta, like that, I'm like, it's not everybody that's a part of the industry that's like that. And there's like, you gonna find out the hard way. I'm like, hey,
who's that one lady who speaks upon it all the time?
Black lady. Jaguar.
Is it Jaguar?
Jaguar something. But you know what?
She knows a lot.
She does.
I don't know. But
most of the
time, I think
she
saying
be all the conspiracy theories.
Right, like Nicki Minaj has on the black web, you can find her porn. I'm like,
hey, honestly,
maybe,
you probably
but
could.
I'm like,
the way
they
these
sell
women,
Nicki Minaj's porn to people, like I guess rich people.
Yeah, think about it.
And she just had to do that.
Yeah, and then maybe they signed a legal consent that these videos cannot go nowhere beyond this point, so it's gonna be here, and these people could watch it, but they can't download it, whatever the case may be. Like this,
right.
This industry is so it's so scary, it's so deep,
and it's been just this way for a long time, and it scares me because like Whitney, Michael Jackson, Tina Turner. I mean.
The way they just start dying and the stuff that they were going through, and for sure. I
think people got
that's
through
one thing
it,
I said about
too.
Candace Owens, because Candace Owens spoke about Michael Jackson, and she was like, "Little do y'all know, Michael was not bad. He was this stuff that they tried to put against him was all false. They had no proof. But they tried to assassinate his character like that for a very specific reason.
Listen to them.
Yep. He was exposing them. Yep, he wasn't listening to them. He was like, "Nope, y'all evil, y'all wicked, and I'm not gonna." And then he ended up dying.
And it's been going on in Hollywood for years. You think about it, and they got away with it. A lot of people.
Even Prince. Healthy as Prince was, and then all of a sudden
he was a big P. Diddy?
No, he just died. Wait, he died, right?
Heart attack.
Yeah,
he died, but he wasn't a P. Diddy. Thank God. Okay.
But something he was doing to where he had to change his name and then become his own person, and like boom, after that, healthy as he is, just died.
Just you gotta be a strong person. If you want to be an artist and really go for it, you have to have thick skin and be able to swim up water with piranhas in it.
Man, you gotta be a shark. You gotta be an alligator. You gotta have scales on your back and
tough. You gotta be so strong and to get through it. There is a way around it. Yeah. Because I'm gonna open up right now. Like, I've been to some weird parties in Hollywood. It wasn't no P. Diddy.
You sure?
Yeah, maybe it was.
How you know it wasn't P. Diddy Jr. party?
Who knows? It could have been P. Diddy.
Yeah.
There's been some wicked stuff that has happened to me as an artist, and I'm not even famous or. I'm trying to make it still. I mean, it's taking so long, and I've seen a lot of bad people and a lot of bad stuff in Hollywood.
Yeah, and I could only imagine, because Hollywood is really where it goes down. You know,
and then there's good people. Yeah, like shout out to Keisha Renee. She's been my mentor for years since I was young, and she's touring with Nicki Minaj, and she sings with her. Yeah. And she's so spiritual, and she's such beautiful, beautiful voice. Yeah.
No, honestly, we just have to.
But she's so godly and amazing.
But even like Justin Bieber and all them,
there's like pretenders.
Damn, like imagine what was Justin Bieber going through with P. Diddy and Usher and all them.
That's crazy. Or their parents. Right, you know what? The parents just drop them off. Who cares?
I know,
just drop them off.
Like, as long as they're
getting
rich.
Money.
Like that is crazy. crazy.
And that's sad how something so beautiful like music,
man, can be so dark and evil and so wicked. Dark and evil. But you know what they say though?
So dark and it's
you know what they
worse
say?
And worse.
The devil is the one who created music. That's what the Bible says. Yeah.
Does it say that?
That's what the Bible said. The Bible said the devil was the beautiful angel who played, the tunes, and like he brought music to earth, and like,
wow, because it is it's not the devil. I don't want to say it's the devil, but
think about who running the industry. The devil is running the industry.
I mean, they are.
It's an evil world, even in the gospel music.
Yeah,
sometimes.
I was just about to say that. Like you think they're,
oh my,
good people working with kids, man. And next thing you know, they're weird, and they're getting away with it.
Oh,
or they charge all these artists all this money, and it was free to perform. Right. How are you gonna make money off it? Like they gotta make money, and now what's hard for the industry as artists is underground coming up is like. All these people charge so much money, on the internet, they're gonna get scammed. Pay $500 and you'll be signed to Sony, and people do it.
Oh yeah, the scam. Yeah,
or you don't know what's real anymore. Like, are you a real A&R? I don't know.
I learned that the hard way. I remember one time somebody scammed me for $600 because everything made $600. Everything made sense, right? They said like, oh, this is YFN Lucci manager, blah blah blah. We're currently doing features right now. Because sometimes the artists get out there like, oh, I'm doing features for the low, stuff like that, right?
Yeah, but some of these artists is charging $400 for a feature.
I'm like, not YFN Lucci.
Work together, collaborate.
And that's the thing, because YFN Lucci,
like, I had people block me because I said I'm not paying for a feature. I'm like, sorry.
Yeah,
they blocked me.
Like YFN Lucci manager, I ended up really reaching out to him. He said he charged like I think 8 bands or 10 bands. This guy that scammed me for $600. Cool. Yeah, but they're big artists, they're big artists out there.
But you don't know what's real.
Yeah, and I didn't.
It is a thing where it's a business. You pay.
I lost $600.
You got to know who to pay.
Yeah, fell into a scam.
If I invested this money in my career, is it going to the right?
Right. And you know what?
I mean, is it a scam?
I lost a lot of money investing and believing in my music and wanting to perform and open up, and I lost a lot of money because I didn't know no better. I didn't have no guidance.
You're an artist.
Yeah, I was an artist. Yeah.
You was an artist.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I still do it here and there, but I was an artist. I started actually music managing after a while. Okay. Then I start, going on my entrepreneurship and like.
And you're a good manager. You're a good person that we need.
Yeah. And then
shout out to Lordside.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Lordside.
He's
definitely
a great
shout
artist,
out to Lordside.
positive.
Yeah, of course.
I've known him for a long time.
He's a great guy. He's a great guy. He was actually on a podcast as well. I actually gave him a show at a penthouse. It was really nice, So I told him like last minute, but hey, would you like to perform? Come through.
Okay.
So it was really nice, Because like I said, I just moved out here to Las Vegas, but I moved out here with a dream and a goal. Like even though I'm doing it on my own right now, I already had this vision that I understood, that I wanted, and I wanted to make possible, So we're here. We're out here and we're making it happen. Like, and when it comes to like my record label, my small, which is May Revenue Records, right there behind you. When it comes to that, my artists, they had the whole package. They had music videos. They had for free music videos because I film, I edit,
free?
I do music. Music videos now would cost you $3 to $5.
Everybody's gonna be hitting you
15,
up.
You know what I'm saying?
Free music videos.
Yeah. So with my artists, I took very good care of them, giving them photo shoots, music videos. They had the podcast. They had took them on interviews. Like they had shows. They had everything. They had literally a whole package that a record label will offer you. Did they take advantage of it? No. A lot of them.
And you didn't take advantage of them. You didn't charge them exactly. $200 to perform.
Exactly.
Bring 10 people.
Which I could have, right? I could have, but I didn't because I understood, because I was an artist before.
Right,
I knew what I wanted. I knew what I needed. I knew what I wasn't getting. Exactly. But for the artists that didn't understand what a package deal they had working with me and what they
didn't understand that.
That's what I'm saying.
How much money I paid for music videos?
That's what I'm saying.
And I don't even work with a lot of these people that I did music videos with.
Exactly. And they got the work. We got
didn't
the
give
work
a about me.
Yeah.
in my music.
You know, so we got the work done. The studio's right here.
Let's sing right now. Let's make a hit.
You know, we're making a hit
today.
So yeah, man. So the interesting stuff, man. The industry, just everything, life, period, man. This world,
life,
you know, we're floating in the middle of nowhere. We're the only existence, quote unquote, beings that's in it. I'm like, this ain't real. Can't be. And this is the best we could offer the universe.
Right.
I'm like, nah, this ain't real. I'm like, I know we gotta live and die.
Real. I mean,
you know what I feel like? You see when you see flies and ants.
Are we gonna wake up one day and we're gonna be like, that was a whole dream?
Right. You know, and then and like even with my it goes back to my story. You know, when I be like, that wasn't real. I mean, it was,
but it wasn't real.
But if you read this story, you're gonna be like, he's making this up.
Right. You know what? And that's how a lot of people feel, though.
Right.
And a lot of people need to hear it and believe it.
Right. It's just...
I don't know why I keep burping, coughing on the show.
It's water.
Is it?
My coach would say, you need air. You don't need water. You need to breathe.
I need to breathe.
And then even this, like the atmosphere, the earth, like you fly up to space, there's nothing out there. There's emptiness. There's no air. There's no water. There's no nothing. It's a vacuum.
Do you ever think about like where, like if you keep going up, like where is it? Where do we go?
It's nowhere. That's the
nowhere.
thing.
It's the abyss.
And then I see these big planets, right? Bigger than Earth, and these big suns, and these big freaking black holes, and I'm like, how are we still here?
Yeah, no, right. No, how are we still
I'm like, how are we still here?
How?
And then you said you are from Las Vegas, right?
California.
California, right?
I was born from, I don't know where I was born.
Or like you said, born you was Adam and Eve.
No, I was born in Newport Beach, California. And then came here when I was about 3.
Okay.
To Las Vegas.
So you're Sin pretty City. Much a Las Vegas native. And you're an artist. So tell us how has that been for you?
Oh my goodness. A lot of stuff. Since I was young, I've been in this industry for a long time. It feels like. It started off like, singing at talent shows and High School Musical, Kid Zone and stuff like that. Course, and then I started rapping. I call myself AK the DJ when I was like in middle school. I just love to perform and put on a show and sing.
Is that when you started rapping in middle school?
In middle school, yeah.
Do you remember like your first rap song?
I did "Moment for Life" by Nicki Minaj.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you never
I was like, I'm flying so high in the sky. It was terrible though.
Wait, and that was for a talent show?
It was the Bear Claws.
Okay.
It was actually a DJ show.
Yeah.
And I was like, can I rap?
Yeah.
Like,
okay, you did Nicki Minaj. Wait, have you ever like done your when you was younger? Did you ever write your own songs or?
Yeah. That's a good question. When did I start writing my own songs? I think it had to be in high school. My freshman year is when I really got paper and wrote a lot. That's the best thing I like to do is
and
write.
Then and then like I said earlier, your music sounds so freaking good and so industry. Like when did you start realizing like writing all these songs and recording that, oh snaps, I actually got a really great voice and really good sound?
When I was like rapping, like in high school, they made fun of me and bullied me and cyberbullied me and you're a rapper. I put a little music video up doing mixtapes and like OMG cover by Usher and like Straight Outta Vegas and Straight Outta Compton. That was like when I was in high school. But I think it's when my first producer in high school that I met, Sean 2 Miles, and Keisha Renee was his wife at that time. And he was really hardcore and like hard on me to like, sing it again, like Michael Jackson's dad.
Like manager,
like
for sure.
Sing it again, and he told me I was terrible. You're never gonna make it. All stuff like that, and I would go home and cry. And then come back, and then of course Keisha Renee, she would teach me how to sing a little bit better, and because it took time to warm up to a mic because I was singing, since I was like 3 with the hairbrush, you know, or like we're all in this together. But when I was really in the studio, like hearing myself now like this, it took me time to get used to it. And then master it. And because of Sean too and Keisha Renee, they pushed that artist out of me that I needed that.
Of course. And you need
hardcore.
that. You need that push. You need that.
Yeah.
What a lot of people don't get is even when you play sports, even everything you do, like you can't play it soft. You can't play it weak.
Sport.
You gotta do it. You gotta do it full on. You gotta do it all out. You gotta give it your best, or else you're never gonna see that great results.
Yeah, you gotta eat right.
So that's good. And then it brought you to the success that you are now.
You gotta know that to take criticism, I mean, hardcore, like you suck.
Like, you have to be able to take that in and
take that. And all the haters, I remember,
because imagine being famous, it's gonna be 10 times worse by a million different people. You know, that's telling you like
true.
Right.
That is so true.
And then the real negative people.
What's bad now, always. It's like on the internet. It's not just about like, oh, you suck at music like it was before. And I'm like, you know what? I'm good at music.
Now they telling you to go jump off a building.
Now they tell you to kill yourself or you're this or that. Your sexuality. They try to pick this for you and that for you, and you're fat. And I have a pimple right here.
Like it's crazy ridiculous.
And then I realized though that helped me too though, because you know it made me stronger. Like you know. To fight that somber. Now I'm rapping.
And then you always like, you know what I always think about is like these people hate themselves.
Right, or they're on the internet dissing artists. We're imagine sacrificing our comfort to put music for you.
It's like what will possess you to ever get on the internet and just
they hate
people you don't even know, someone who's trying to be successful and everything like that.
So I've never been that way.
You get me?
Or like, maybe it's jealousy, but I don't know what to be. Why
and
are they jealous? Somebody's just making music.
Most of the time, it's just clout chasing.
Or clout chasing.
For no reason, though. For a little bit of 1,000 little likes.
They just want somebody to,
You know, so it's
I've had people record me. This guy, he's not on the internet no more. He used to like go around making fun of people, like homeless people.
Really?
And he made like a video about me, calling me all these names, and I'm like freaking out, like fuck you, you know. And he made me look crazy and posted it, and it was like viral, and all these people were like hating on me.
Damn.
And then he got shut down because he was making fun of a homeless guy. Like, who the hell does that? An artist and now a homeless guy?
Right. Cause,
like, he made himself look bad. He
exactly.
He had all those followers. And that's people love hate.
And that's because he took things too far. And now they're like, okay, like you're just a disrespectful, you're just dirty, you're just nasty, you're just wicked and evil. Yeah. So when stuff comes down to it, good will always like overpower that.
Yes,
it will.
It does.
You know, like,
and it makes you strong. Like, it makes me feel like, it makes me say, okay, now I want to disturb the peace. Now, if you want to hate on me, I'm gonna look fat. I'm gonna hang out with the transsexuals. You want to say this and this and that. You know, now I want to push their buttons. You want to go ahead.
And then now in a world like this, like it doesn't even matter anymore. You know, like you can be what you want. You could, you know what I'm saying?
You can be what you want.
I mean, we can't.
These people bash.
Bash. I mean, that's true, but it's like
they call me a lesbian.
What I'm trying to say is,
even I'm not a lesbian.
Like, even if you're a good person, right? Even if you're a good person and a good guy, and like you're doing good in your life,
that's the worst. Somebody's
people
hate that.
They're gonna look at you and be like, well, you still ain't like, oh, what about this and what about that, and go do that, you know. So no matter where you are in life, man, no matter what you want to be, no matter who you want to be, it's like just understand this world is just always gonna be, you know, the way
and art
that
talks
it is.
back too. When you put art out, I've learned that it talks back. I mean, maybe like constructive criticism is, you know. Okay, but I mean, never mind. I hate how it talks back like just kill yourself. Like, who wants to say kill yourself?
Just know that
being an artist is already hard
going through it.
And
like,
depressing.
for example, Have you seen the Megan Thee Stallion documentary that just came out? It's on Prime.
Don't tell me something with her now.
No, it's actually really good because remember with Tory Lanez and her, how everybody was against
she got shot in the
and
foot.
like people was like, oh, she just want to bring.
I mean, I'm just laughing at the Nicki Minaj song.
She just want to bring.
Nicki Minaj was too much for that one.
What, Bigfoot?
Yeah, you heard that? I go, dang.
They crazy. But what I'm trying to say is all the stuff that she was saying, like, oh, Tory Lanez was this, and people went against her. There was, like all the guys, they was like, nah, we defending Tory to the fullest.
Oh, she's a cop caller.
Yeah, and then he ended up being wrong. He ended up being found guilty on that. She was literally
going like she was lying.
Yeah, you got to watch her documentary. Like she was going through it mentally. Mm-hmm. She was depressed. Like she was broken. She was like, I don't even know how to explain
people don't understand
it. But
that, like they think seeing like even my Instagram
hold on,
page.
my bad.
Oh no, you're good. But imperfections are unique, and it makes me a rebel.
Yeah.
When I see all those people hate so much, to like, or why do they want to drag down an artist? Well, let's go back to Megan Thee Stallion. Like, why? She had a bad her mom died. I mean.
Yeah,
they don't think about all that stuff.
Yeah, she talked about that in her documentary. Like, oh, it's so good. It's just so much to explain on here, But if you're into it, if you're into her, you want to see her story, just watch it. It's really, really good.
And that's important. And
it's important
people don't
because
see that, though.
People don't see
like,
that side.
Oh, she's trying to be famous and she's a rapper. She's a
nah, for sure.
Even though all that stuff.
Even though I don't agree with everything she do, because they're trying to say like, oh, women empowerment, but that's not the way you empower women, by telling them to get naked and show your coochie in the camera and all that.
Unless it's Madonna,
shit, you know what I'm saying? So they do it wrong
Madonna did it in a different way.
You have them, you have Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion.
No, they're doing it in a
and then you have Candace Owens. You get me? So you have women like Candace, then you have women like Megan and all that.
I gotta say, you know what? Nicki Minaj though, she is classy.
Nicki,
you would think she's not, but I just seen her in a concert. She was really classy.
She have a little class to her. She get naked and she talk crazy in her songs, but she got some class to her.
She's a classy.
But the real classy ones, you have Sierra. They get a little naked. But
the real one is doing all Stefani. I didn't see Gwen Stefani ever naked. Did you ever see Gwen naked?
I don't think so. Then you have like the Selena Gomez.
Though, if you have it, flaunt it. Yeah. But for a certain crowd, it's not for everybody.
Yeah, that's and
you know what I mean.
And that's the big problem, right? You gotta think about the kids. You want to know why?
But don't do it in the wrong place.
You want to know why I say that? Because Cardi, I think it was some ratchet singers. Their name was like City Girls or something like that.
Oh,
she said, I would never have my daughter listen to one of our songs, but you will allow other people's daughters to look at it and
what?
They was like, nope.
Oh, that's songs, so weird.
They said I would never have my daughter listen to our songs. Yeah, so you know what you're doing. You know that you're doing is poisonous. You know what you're putting out there is poison.
And they
it's corruption.
They be saying
and
it.
And they was
like
I would never have my daughter.
Lick this.
Which is
people are like
crazy
what?
To me, man. Which is so sickening.
I love when it used to be subliminal, like figurative writing. Like you could say, like back in the day, they used to say,
like certain words, but grown-ups,
KFC,
we know that
finger licking good.
Not stuff like that. Lick my KFC.
Yeah, not like lick my whole Kugan, Dugan.
For sure.
Ew, that's just too much.
And that's the difference.
That's just not talent.
Yeah, that's the difference, And I feel like
but it is rap, I guess.
It is.
But that's getting too much.
And I know they want to justify it like that, but it's too much, man.
Too much.
The kids are listening to it. The youth is listening. It's corruption. And not saying that the guys are no better. Yeah, exactly.
They're not even in gangs. Right. And everybody want to join a gang.
And that's what makes the guys know better,
it's
because
not the gangs
a lot of them, they're corrupting the kids. Yeah. They're corrupting the youth. They got these little young kids thinking they gangster and they hard until they go to jail. Until some happen to them and they get in there and realize like, oh, I'm not as gangster as I thought I was.
Right. And I mean, if I had kids and they were listening to that music and they were acting like a gangster, I would say, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
I mean,
like
kids, you gotta know. I want my kids to know that this is entertainment. This is like you're not gonna go to school and say this
and do this, right?
You know what I mean?
Like
sure. You gotta teach your kids that too. Not like, oh, women get hypnotized by this, and I'm gonna go shoot somebody now.
Right?
Like no,
100%.
Your kids gotta know, like, okay, if they like rap music, things,
right,
and gangster music, just be like,
that most of the time this is just music. This is just entertainment. This is not for you to take literal. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Straight up, you raise your kids right. You understand that because we was raised on that.
Like I was raised on
we was raised on Ice Cube, Tupac, and all that. It doesn't mean we was about to be out there and start doing all.
But they was real gangsters.
Yeah, they was real gangsters.
That was real. They was really
gangsters,
saying it. And now they're just saying it.
Right, and not saying that. And not saying that a lot of these rappers nowadays are not real gangster, because a lot of them is, but most of the time it's just music, man. It's just hip hop, it's just rap, whatever the case may be. Even with the women, like, but point,
the
point
gangster
being,
stuff.
Yeah.
I gotta admit, I've done Busted Down. It's the song, like a couple gangster songs with gangster rappers that I've grown up with.
And
Eddie Fuse,
me as well.
Chemical, and
I have a lot under my belt. You know what I'm saying?
And people flipped out over that, like, oh, you're not supposed to do that, right. It wasn't like I was saying go be a gangster though. Like the lyrics is like bust it down, back it up, but I did tie the blue and the red flag.
Oh,
together.
Unity,
And to me, I'm like, that's just flags. Like, I mean, they took it too far. Like,
well. Then again, too, you just have to think about like the image that it represents, the people that it stand for, the stuff that it stand for too. That's why I tell people all the time, before you do anything, before you put anything on there, exactly. Think about what you're doing.
Sometimes you don't think. Sometimes music just comes out though, or entertainment, or art, or creativity is like, I just want to tie this flag right here like this and be like I'm in the trap house. You know what I mean? But
but you just
and I've been in real trap houses. I mean, I've been in the struggle. You know what I mean? To be like, oh, you don't know what the trap house is. You're white.
For sure. Like I came from LA.
I can't go to trap house.
Yeah. I came from that side of town, but we have now that I have a daughter, I have. But
it's bad part of me. Let me just say that. I mean,
like we try to separate. I understand where we come from. I'm not gonna raise my daughter to think like that, to act like that, to be like, hell no.
You gotta just
some of them raise them from their freaking kids
to know what's real, like what not to
what to do, what not to do. Understand.
Like watching a movie, you can't if you're watching Dora the Explorer, you're not going to be Dora the Explorer the next day.
Right.
I mean, you know what I mean? But
it's so important.
Dora the Explorer, I don't even know I said that. Or like, it's a fairy tale.
And I'm not being biased, because I understand where I come from. I understand the music that I used to do, I understand like where I come from, like straight up. But it's once you get older, you get more mature. You realize like, damn, this is corruption. I'm not falling for this no more, and I'm not gonna and I'm not gonna allow nobody else to fall for it either.
Yourself.
Like straight up, straight up. But keep calling me.
Right? I don't know. Somebody keeps calling me too.
Oh, this is my uncle, Bullet. Damn.
Bullet.
Bullet. Yeah, he's a boxer, famous boxer out here.
Is he answering?
Yeah. I know, but it's just like right now we in the
I need his help. I need to learn how to box.
Oh, 2 missed calls.
You know how many people I needed to box?
Hello? Yeah, great episode, man. Great talking to you. Great.
Thank you.
Everything is amazing.
Thank you for that book. I'm going to read it.
Yeah, of course. I'll send you the link. Okay. It's my uncle.
Oh.
All right, cool, y'all. So we're here with Lil Rheuk, man. What a beautiful episode. As you guys,
thank you for having me.
Of course, thank you for being here. It's such a pleasure. Such an honor. Great episode with you. And if there's anything else,
you're the shit.
Yeah, if
you're
there's
the king.
Thank you.
You're a king of Sin City.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I mean, I'm trying to be, but we gotta grow first. But you know what?
That's right.
If there's anything else that you want to say to your fans out there, man, for the world, anything you want to put out there, and
I love all the people. Love me, love me, love me.
There you go. Shout your Instagram out. Tell them where they can find your music. Tell them what you got coming out next.
Wait. Hold on, I got ADHD. Wait, do it one more time.
So let them know your
Instagram.
your Instagram information, social media, and everything like that. What you got coming out
and what
next.
I got coming out.
Yeah,
Okay.
and what you got going on. Yeah, where they can find your music and everything.
You could find me. Rheuk Nation is my handle on IG. Is a handle. Yep.
At Rheuk Nation.
Oh yeah, it's right there.
At RHEUK Nation.
Yep. And it's not Rock Nation. That's Jay-Z. And it's Little Rheuk. Let me see how I spell it. I'm just kidding. LILRHEUK. You can check out my 2 latest albums, King of Sin City 1 and King of Sin City Part 2. I have a music video. I'm in the process of doing a music video.
Okay.
I really want to make this one special for my song called Pure Gold.
Okay.
Because that's one of my favorite songs that I did.
Yeah.
Like,
if you ever need work,
couple years.
if you ever need some work, let me know.
Let's work, because I just fired a videographer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
understandable,
yes.
And I'm not gonna hit you over the head with those crazy prices.
Oh my gosh, right? And then come to my birthday party and cuss me out for no. Oh my
That's
goodness.
crazy. Yeah. But anything else or anything else?
You know who you are.
Anything else or that's it? That's it.
Anything else? Never give up. Hold on to the ride.
That part.
Believe in yourself. Believe in this world. Repair the world. Never give up. Don't let the darkness take your soul. Don't let P. Diddy's take your soul. And express yourself. No
Diddy's allowed.
Yes, no Diddy's allowed. And express yourself and be inspired by you. Write a book. Put it. Yeah. Do a true story. Write songs. Write music. Write. And hold on to the ride. And what else? What else I gotta say? And love yourself. And
so important.
It's
love yourself, man. Love yourself. And,
take care of the kids. Be good to kids. Be good to people. Be good to homeless people.
Yeah.
Don't be greedy.
Just put that positive energy out there, man. In a world full of hate, negativity, and all this craziness, man, we need some light. Let your light shine.
But also,
brighter than everything.
Don't be afraid to get your boxing gloves on.
Oh, for sure.
Bullet. Just call it and fight, because this is a hard industry to be an artist. Billie Holiday had a fight. She inspires me. Yeah. All the artists had to fight and fight and fight and fight. So just fight and never give up if you're an artist.
Right.
And
there you have it.
Yes.
Fight and never give up.